I call Timothy Gaston.
Thank you. While I support the motion before us today, I am concerned by the way it talks around the presenting issue without actually naming the presenting issue. While hauliers remain very concerned about the operation of the Irish Sea border in the round, the issue that they are particularly highlighting at present is their concern around the imminent arrival of the Irish Sea parcels border and Irish Sea Green Lane customs border on the 1st of October. In engaging with the arrival of these new aspects of the border, it is imperative to understand how they are new. First, we have been living in a grace period since the arrival of the protocol, but now, in 14 days' time, that grace period ends and the border comes into effect for the first time for business-to-business parcel movements. Second, we are confronted by the imminent interaction of the complexity of the new Green Lane customs border, with the existing Red and Green Lane SPS border and Red Lane customs border arrangements. The lives of hauliers are being made impossible by the fact that, notwithstanding the imminent arrival of the Irish Sea parcels border and Green Lane customs border, on many points of process detail they remain still in the dark. Many months ago, they sat down with the relevant officials and pointed out that the last time they sought to introduce a customs border on the 1st of January 2021, the hauliers were only informed in detail about the new process the day before. And yet, here we are, just 2 weeks away, and while they have some information, the hauliers remain in the dark on many key questions of process detail. In the context of the limited information that has been made available to them, hauliers are particularly disturbed on 2 levels. First, about the failure of the Government and Trader Support Service to understand that the interaction between the Red Lane and Green Lanes is generating growing complexity, which is entrenching rather than qualifying or removing the sense in which the border is an obstacle. In the real world, lorry loads are mixed and potentially subject to multiple different procedures, depending on whether they are Red Lane SPS, Red Lane Customs, Green Lane SPS, Green Lanes Customs or parcels. As one haulier commented, we are creating the most complex set of customs arrangements anywhere in the world, with global customs processes imposed on a small region economy relying on just-in-time services to keep business moving. Second, the Government seems to think it can rely on hauliers to extract detailed information from traders moving parcels and negotiating the customs Green Lane border, the extraction of which is extraordinarily time-consuming and expensive. The hauliers' point is that if the Government wishes to extract large amounts of information from traders, then it is the responsibility of the Government to get that information. It is very concerning that some traders have decided to stop trading with Northern Ireland because the data requirements are too burdensome. At the end of January, the DUP leadership told the people of Northern Ireland that they had secured a significant advance on the Windsor Framework, which the party had rejected as unacceptable. Gavin Robinson told us the Green Lane is gone, and on the 8th of April he told William Crawley the removal would actually begin in the autumn. However, what we see is not the removal of the Green Lane border, but the next stage of its arrival in 14 days' time. As the final grace period has come to an end, in terms of the border, nothing has changed from the Windsor Framework in any shape or form. This is just the Windsor Framework, which through EU Regulation 1231 and EU Regulation 1128 offers the movement of some goods within the UK, GBTNI, on the basis of simplified customs and simplified international SPS border requirements, but does not remove them, at which reserves to the EU the right to default to 100% Red Lane OCR if they are not happy. Implicit within this upholding of the border is the upholding of the integrity of the new legal regime that exists in Northern Ireland and across the island of Ireland as a result of our new colonial status arising from our subjection to legislation made by a foreign parliament in which we have no representation, not just in relation to one law or 300 laws, but 300 areas of law. October the 1st is the day when reality finally catches up with the current DUP leadership's safeguarding the union fantasy. When we discover, as the TUV warned all along, that the emperor had no clothes, and when we will see most starkly than ever before that unionists now need to find new credible, honest, competent, border illiterate, leadership to deal with the protocol and uphold the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Those in this chamber who blame Brexit are Brexit deniers. To be clear,
time's up.
the problems associated are with the Northern Ireland protocol
time's up.
and not with Brexit, which has
Thank
been
you.
denied to the people of
Thank
Northern
you.
Ireland.
Thank you.